SLPP Radio.
Good evening, wherever you are, and a very warm welcome to the Sleepy Let's Play podcast. Thanks for coming. I hope you had a good day today. I'm your host, Tiny, and I'm so glad to have you here. Now, before we begin, let's just take a moment to breathe and relax. Doesn't matter if you're in a bed, on a couch, a sleeping bag at a sleepover, or even a bathtub in a hotel room because you booked the room size too small and now all your friends have taken up all the beds, so you're stuck with the bathtub. Let's close those lovely eyes and take in a deep breath for 1, 2, 3, 4, and hold for 1, 2, 3, 4, and now breathe out. 1, 2, 3, 4, and hold again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Feel free to do this a few more times as you relax into your spot. Try to see if you can feel any tension you might be holding in your body and let it go as you pull up the covers around you to get even more cozy and warm. I'll give you a moment. Are you ready? Let's begin. This is a casual, calm, and quiet podcast session where I will play some games for you. No stress to complete everything or to be perfect. Just softly listen to a new or old gaming experience. I'll try my best to describe characters, environments, and situations to you, as well as read out any dialogue or text that appears on the screen. And hopefully, my rambling will lull you to sleep. Now, let's play. So, I've been trying to avoid most spoilers. I've had a few friends play the game, but I've really been wanting to play this myself for a while. I have played an Undertale run before, pacifist only, real ones no. So yeah, real excited. Just let me get the game running and we'll get right into it. This music is kind of spooky right off the bat. Alright, we open up Deltarune to a black background with the classic Undertale looking text that says, "Would you like to start from chapter 1? Yes or no?" And the yes is highlighted in red, in yellow right now with the little red heart next to it. And since this is a playthrough from the beginning, I'm going to click yes. Ooh. She's a little loud. I'm going to lower her for myself. Are you there? In the white text on a black background. Are we connected? This is still black background with white text. And the red heart appears on the screen. Excellent. Truly excellent. Now, we will begin. Ooh, this is so haunting. Oh, and the heart disappeared. That little red undertaily heart. Oh, okay, new background first. You must create a vessel. Select the head that you prefer. Why is this music so spooky? Like, do you hear the boom, 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 boom? Like, kind of heartbeat like? Okay, so let me try to describe this. We have, it's kind of like, I think you remember like the old Windows, like 95 screensaver kind of looking thing. It's dark blue and white kind of rippling effect. We have the text in white, select the head that you prefer. And the little red undertail heart, I guess Deltarune heart, is hovering over a bunch of different head selections. So we have our first one is just like a ball head. There's like 2 ears, a neck, and then just a circle. The main part of the face is like all grayed out. There's no facial expressions or anything. Next one. This one is, again, no facial expressions, kind of like a just under the ear sort of haircut, that brown hair, giving the Kara vibes, if you know who that is. Alright, next. The next one is sort of similar, a bit more side bangy, slightly more longer, kind of jagged hair. Next. Okay, this one also kind of similar to the last one, but we have like this one really odd line, like this pure one line pixel of just hair kind of going down the face. Next one. This one's cute. We have a side sweep bang happening, shoulder length looking hair. Alright, next. Oh, this one's different. So this one is more, like the hair kind of is circular on top and it pinches in at the ears and then comes out, kind of like wings, and then comes back down to the center. It's got some more kind of like wild looking bangs. All still that brown hair and kind of grayish skin. Like a mannequin head. Ooh, it's kind of like mannequin heads. That makes sense. Alright, next. Okay, this next one is odd. Like it's almost diamond-y in shape. If that makes sense. A really large kind of part that starts like in the middle and goes to one side with much longer, almost like kind of like emo classic hairstyle. Still all very pixelated, so it's hard to truly describe to you. And our next one, our last and final one, is actually like kind of like a classic emo looking haircut. We got the swoop down the whole side, the one side of the face, and again kind of more shoulder length hair. Alright, what do we prefer? I'm sort of leaning towards I kind of like the Kara looking one just because, you know, Kara or Chara. Never really figured out what the correct pronunciation was, but I also really like that kind of weird round on tops, wings swooping out with the odd kind of like extra bangs here and there. I think we'll pick that one. Select the torso that you prefer. Oh, did the music just get louder? I think the music just got louder. That scratchy sound kind of sounds like Flowey's voice, and it's a little haunting. I hope it's not too spooky for some of you guys out there. Alright, select the torso. Hey, so we got classic kind of sweater. It's got 2 white lines, horizontal white lines, then we have with our head on top top of this torso. Sweater, 2 white lines, horizontal, long sleeves, and then we can see her hands. Okay, this is almost the same, except it's not like a long sweater, it's more like a t-shirt. Again, this is very, very, number 3, right here, is very, very similar to number 1, but it's more puffy, more baggy, like a sweatshirt. Maybe the first one's more like a long sleeve, the second one a t-shirt, the third one a sweater. We can see our little hands poking out the ends. Alright, same kind of deal. The 2 white horizontal lines on the gray kind of like top. This one's almost identical to the last one. This one number 4, but our hands are just a little bit smaller. Right, the next one has a line going down through it, so this is like an actual zip-up sweater, long sleeve again. And then the final one has the exact same one. So the final one also has a zipper, but now there's 2 cute little buttons on the side, and I kind of like this. This one's got the whole shebang. It's a sweater. I love sweaters. I love hoodies. I love hoodies more than I think I like sweaters, but this just looks really cute with the zipper and the 2 buttons. So I'm gonna go ahead and select the last one. That was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got 6 options. I think we are getting 6 options each time, it seems. Alright, next. Select the legs that you prefer. I did forget to mention, and I apologize, that the avatar or the dust that we're creating, it's kind of just floating like in the middle of the screen, and it has this almost ghosting, pulsing kind of white pixel line of the shape of our creation, just going kind of like pulsing with the beat, if that makes sense. Like out and in, and just makes it all a little bit more eerie. We have 6 options for the legs. They all seem to be, I think they're almost all identical except for the last pair. Like the one leg being shorter than the other leg, basically for all of these, just gets switched. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick the last pair of legs on this one, because it's 2 sets of legs, one's a little thicker than the other. And this is your body. Do you accept it? So still that same kind of blue, wavy background, very dark blue on black. Our character that we've created together, hovering in the middle, still pulsing with that kind of creepy ghosting. The red heart in the middle between a yes, no option. So I'm gonna go ahead and say yes. The yes is now highlighted yellow. I recall in Undertale, when things were like highlighted yellow, that means you could like spare them, I believe. It's been a while. Excellent. You have created a wonderful form. Well, thank you. Now, let us shape its mind as your own. What is its favorite food? This is a lot. This is quite different from the opening of Undertale. This is much more spooky and haunting. Alright, what is its favorite food? In text. And then our character, again, is sort of in the middle off to the side, the right side, and then options beside it. We have sweet, soft, sour, salty, pain, and cold. Pain and cold. I mean, I guess cold, like, but pain? Does that just mean, like, spicy? Because technically, when you eat spicy things, like that capsaicin, that is apparently just your tongue senses receiving like pain, and that's what you're interpreting as spice. So could just be spicy, you know? Again, little red heart next to the text. I'm gonna highlight in yellow sour. I love sour things. Always love sour things. Apparently when I was little, we would go to like a restaurant and I would just like grab whatever little was on the table. And people were always really weirded out by that, but hey, you know what? Give me sour candy anytime. Good stuff. Alright, we're gonna pick sour. It's now highlighted yellow. Classic Undertale text as per usual. Next. Your favorite blood type. Wow. One of these here isn't a blood type. Two of these here are blood types. So we have, again, same kind of formatting, but now our options changed. So we have A, AB, B, C, and D. I don't think C and D are blood types. And like A, AB, and then O, like O negative, O positive. I know AB is, at least in the part of the world that I live in, rare and scarce. I have a couple friends who are AB negative, and that's like a huge, big ol' dealio. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick AB because they're lovely people, and I don't see O on here. Otherwise, I would probably pick like O positive, you know, for no particular reason. So AB it is. What color does it like most? Alright, again, options have changed. We have red, blue, green, and cyan. So, red, blue, green, or cyan. Red being primary, blue being primary, green not being a primary color. Cyan not technically being a primary color. There's like the printer ink colors are, I think, what's cyan, magenta, and yellow. I know there's like differences between like color theory, like when it comes to paint primary colors, and then light primary colors, and how like printers and computers interpret all complicated stuff. So I won't definitely say that I know for sure, but cyan I think is the coolest color here. Cyan, teal, turquoise, that kind of whole family. Delightful. Keyboard's actually partially that color right now. So we're gonna go with cyan. Please give it a gift. Alright, options are same kind of formatting. Once again, just our character is still loaded in space in the middle there. Pulsing that weird old pulsy pixelated line. This music, man, this music is a lot. Alright. So we have kindness, okay. Mind, ooh, smarty pants. Ambition, bravery, I like it. And boys. I feel like with all of these options so far, there's been like one at least that's been kind of off. Like one of these things is not like the others. One of these things just doesn't belong. Voice is interesting because I mean, does that mean like we could possibly have like a voice in Deltarune? I know that I don't really think Frisk talked per se, so we never got like the little dialogue bits, like with the Sans voice and Papyrus voice and everything, but that could be cool. Kindness, mind, ambition, bravery. I'm doing a pass this run, by the way. Don't know if I mentioned that to you. So I think we're gonna go with kindness just off that bat. How do you feel about your creation? And then in brackets, it will not hear. And our options have changed once again. We have love, hope, disgust, and fear. Well, considering our creation kind of looks like Kara, a little fearful, I'm not gonna click love because, L-O-V-E, capital L-O-V-E in Undertale is not a good thing. So maybe hope. I'm hopeful for our creation to have a lovely, wonderful adventure with friends and characters and whatnot. Have you answered honestly? Okay, alright. Our options are yes and no. So I'm gonna highlight yes in yellow with the little heart. You acknowledge the possibility of pain and seizure. The options being yes or no. Me as a person acknowledging possibility of pain and seizure while playing this game, or the character experiencing pain and seizures? You acknowledge the possibility of pain and seizures. I don't know how much this affects the gameplay, so no. I'd rather personally not have me, myself, or our creation experience pain and seizures. Am I sounding like some sort of waiver here? I want to click no. I'm going to click no and see what happens. Understood. Oh, okay. Ooh, so it said understood, and it moved our character down to the bottom center of the screen now, and it's blacked it out like a silhouette, so I can't see our character anymore. I can see the outline of it, still has that weird pulses, but it's all blacked out like a silhouette. Name your vessel. Ooh. Okay. We have an alphabet before us, and again the little red heart, the indicator highlighting what our options are. So let's see here. I'm going to name you Sleepy, purely because we're a sleepy time podcast, right? And I think it's appropriate and kind of cute. I think it works for what we're doing here. So we have two options. We can go, or we can hit the back button, I guess, to erase if we wanted to change our name or make a mistake. Or end. I'm going to click end because I feel like Sleepy is a great little name for our vessel. Oh, they're back. We called it Sleepy, said the text in quotation. And what about the creator? Ooh, your own name. So now it's asking for my name. I will not be giving out my actual name on here. But when it was talking about all that other stuff, just for a second our character came back, but now it's gone again in that weird silhouette. So I'm going to use my name here, which for you guys is Tiny. And you may address me as Tiny. Does that mean that I am tiny? Yes, I am tiny. I am very short. But beyond that, let's continue. Alright, our character's back. Tiny in quotation marks popped up on the screen. Excellent. Truly excellent. Tiny. Thank you for your time, your answers, your wonderful creation. What the? It just went black. Will now be discarded. No one can choose who they are in this world. What? Your name is, And we're fading out to white. Oh, what? Oh, it's Toriel. Okay, we fade out to white. And in front of me right now is a room. It's mostly oranges and brown in color. It's very similar, reminiscent to the room in Toriel's house in Undertale. We have on the left-hand side a bed. And then next to it is a night table with a lamp and some other things. There is a picture. Oh, there's a picture on the wall above the nightstand that has a picture of a yellow flower. Which, if we've put Undertale before, yellow flower, very important. Flowey the character. Next to that looks like some sort of diploma of sorts. We have little star stickers on that side of the room. Right above the bed, which is again up against the left-hand side, the furthest side, we have some shelves with a bunch of trophies on it. Very cute. There's seemingly something underneath the bed. In the middle of the room, there's a window. The room is carpeted. In the opposite side, on our far right side of the room, we have another bed. The blankets are pulled up. There's something or someone underneath those blankets. You can see a little bit of hair peeking out the top of the blanket. To the left side of that is the nightstand. So this whole side of the room is much darker, much more bleak. There's not really much going on here. Even the color of the wood of the nightstand and the shelves is kind of darker. The shelves above the bed having nothing on them, and it looks like they're kind of falling apart a little bit. The lamp shade, it's all kind of like more sad, toned down colors. Now in the center of this room, there's a carpet with the symbol. I guess that's the Deltarune symbol. But most importantly, we have Go Mom, Mama Go Toriel, lovely, lovely Mama. And she's standing in the middle of the room facing the bed with the person in it. She's wearing little glasses. She's got this purple dress on, very cute. And at the bottom of the screen, we have our dialogue box, the classic Undertale dialogue box, outlined in white with a black box. Toriel's little sprite. Oh, the sprites are so low. I think the sprites might have been up there a little bit. They look a little bit like nicer, cleaner. We have the Toriel sprite. And then she's saying, Chris. So I'm assuming that our name is Chris, considering that we didn't get to pick who we were, and they discarded our beautiful, lovely, wonderful creation, Sleepy. Rest in peace, Sleepy. Let's continue. Chris, if you do not wake up, we will be late for school. And now, Mama Toriel went to the window and opened up the blinds. I will wait for you outside, all right? And now she leaves the room. Oh, okay, I can see more of the room now. There we are. Whoa. Did we just... So we just, stood up and walked out of the bed. This character that is Chris, I guess, who we're playing as, looks like Kara. Very, very much so. The lime green sweater with the singular yellow stripe in it. That classic kind of weird yellow skin tone that they give humans. You only see the mouth. The rest of the face underneath the hair is shadowed out. They kind of look like a little depressed, I guess, or a little possessed already, maybe. Who knows? But that's us, and we're just staring at the screen. Now, upon further inspection, I can see the rest of the room since the dialogue box is gone. On our left-hand side, we have the very bottom, another little desk with a computer, a mouse, and I think a cup holding pencils. And then on Chris's side of the room, on the right-hand side, the very bottom, okay, this is really weird. There's a wheelie wagon kind of cart, like a red box with wheels on the bottom and a pulley. And then inside that is a cage, an open cage, like a little bird cage. It's one of those, like, dome-style ones. I mean, right beside that, on the top right corner, there seems to be a little, like, smudge, smear of a reddish color. Kinda looks like a blood stain. So that's concerning already. Let's explore this room together. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna use the arrow keys, yep. We're moving around. I'm going to... What are the buttons? Okay, Z. Z is to interact. I just moved up to the bed, interacted with it. Your bed. Yep, that's sure my bed. Okay, I'm going to interact with the our nightstand. Closed drawer. Okay, so it's a closed drawer. Okay, not much to say about that, Chris? I am now interacting with the cage thing at the bottom. It's a red wagon with a rusty bird cage in it. Delightful. Looks like it's seen quite a few crashes. Okay. And that's pretty much all there is to interact with on this side of the room, I think. Let's see, can I interact with the window? It's a beautiful day outside. Oh, now that's the Sans line if I ever heard one. Again, real ones now. Okay, onwards to the other side of the room. I'm going to interact with our sibling, I'm assuming, nightstand. I'm gonna go ahead and guess that this is Azrael. Because Azrael was the OG child of Toriel and Asgore. Maybe he's alive in this world, this version of whatever Deltarune is. I'm also gonna guess that because of the flower on the wall. Alright. The drawer is mostly empty except for a school cross-country shirt with a tear in it. Oh, okay. Good enough for me, I guess. Anything else? There's nothing useful in the drawer. Okay. Nothing else here. I'm going to try to interact with his bed now, or their bed. There are CDs under the bed. Classical, jazz, religious, ska. There's also a game console. It has one normal controller and one knockoff one. Okay, that is a classic. That's classic, like, 90s growing up kid. You would go to your friend's house and you would, play on whatever console they owned at the time. There was a few, but there was always, like, the one kind of janky, like, knockoff controller that they would give you to play with, and, well, played with the good controller, and, made things real fun, real interesting. But, controllers are expensive. I get it. It's interesting that we still have that kind of, like, I feel like knockoff gaming controllers have gotten pretty darn good now. Comparatively, for sure. Alright, let's move on. There's something. Is that what was under the bed? Yeah, okay, I have now interacted with the bed twice. It's the same dialogue. Alright, onwards to the computer. It's a computer desk. There are many boxes under it, filled with old books. Alright, and that is this room. I'm gonna exit now. Ooh, okay. We have a hallway. Again, if you played Undertale before, very reminiscent of the hallway in the Undertale world. We have the door we came out of. In front of it's a long, like, Persian-looking kind of type carpet rug. On the right side of the door, there's a bookshelf with with two, I guess like boxes or chests on top of it. Let's give that a little interaction. There are many books. Tales of Snails, a storybook. Toriel loves the snails. Snails do not have tails. A scientific refutation. Can snails help your garden? Not really. And a signed copy of The History of Humans and Monsters by Gerson Bloom. Like Gerson, like the old turtle man? Gerson's delightful. Okay. That seems, let me click it one more time in case something else. There's no time to read anything right now. Alright, that seems like that's the end of that interaction. Again, this room, kind of like orangey yellow tones, maybe a bit brighter than the previous room. Cover being more orange, walls being yellow. Let's go right to the left of the door, the immediate left. We have a cactus, I believe. Yep. A cactus. There's not much to say about it. Alright, one more time, let's interact. A cactus, there's not much to say about it. Yeah. Thanks, Toby. And I'm going to continue going to the left because it looks like on the right side, if we continue, we head out of this area. So next to the cactus is a trunk of sorts, and there is a lovely little picture frame above that. So let's interact. There are crayons in the drawer. Their labels have long faded, and there's no green. There's no green crayon. I wonder who used the green crayon. Chris, you green lover. Oh, okay. Next to that, this is important. There's a mirror. And if you haven't played, again, Undertale before, there is a significance in mirrors. I'm going to try and check the mirror as often as I can to see if anything changes. And hopefully we'll see why, but that was an important thing in the other game. It changes over time as you change as a person, so let's interact with the mirror. It's only you. That's different. Guess it's only you. Let's remember that. Because I'm really curious to see if this changes like it did in Undertale. Okay. Try one more time. It's only you. Yep. Okay. And next to that, all the way farthest left, the end of the hallway is another door. The door is locked. Okay, can't go in there. I'm assuming maybe Toria's room. I'm gonna head all the way back over to the right and head up. Okay. Or I guess head down. Looks like we just came downstairs. And now we're in the rest of the house. We're down the stairs to the far left side of this room. There's like a little lantern up top. There's another door. Let's see if this door opens. Oh, this door opens. It's the bathroom. We just entered the bathroom. Okay. The bathroom is very light colors. We have on the two opposite ends, we have light baby blue walls, and on the middle wall, we have kind of like a light beigey color going on. On the far right side, there's the sink. There's a mirror above the sink. Beside the mirror, there's a towel for drying your hands. Beside the sink, there is a toilet. Let's interact with the sink. You looked inside the sink cupboard. There's a can of icy cool boys body spray. Spray for the boys. Flaming hot pizza flavor. Oh dear. I don't know if I like that. I mean, if anyone remembers the good old Axe body spray in the hallway days, delightful, overwhelming smells of just pure stink. This seems so much worse. It seems to be almost entirely full. Oh, so no one's using it. Does anybody else remember the, like, unhinged Axe body spray commercials, like the chocolate one where the guy sprays himself with the chocolate Axe body spray and he's running away from girls that are, like, trying to eat him, and I think they take, like, a bite out of him? It's kind of a wacky, awful commercial. Just one moment, I'm gonna take a sip of coffee. My voice is getting a little, strained already. Okay, one more interaction. Nope, same interaction. This is, yep, the same dialogue. Alright, next we're gonna go to the toilet. It's a toilet. Flush it. And now in our dialogue box we have the little red heart next to the yes option or a no option. Oh, actually, you know what? That was interesting. The little option that we have now with the heart next to the yes or the heart next to the no, it doesn't highlight it yellow, so that's the little difference between here and the opening. Yeah, let's flush that toilet. You flush the toilet in brackets. Oh, that's very funny. Chris turned towards the toilet and flushed it and now turned back towards us. Okay, let's try interacting with the toilet again. It's a toilet, flush it. Yeah, let's go flush that toilet. You flush the toilet. Can I just keep flushing the toilet? Hold up. Flush it. Yes, usually interacting with things that have multiple options definitely give you little results, so let's flush that toilet one more time. You flushed the toilet. Yay! Okay, so, that knock was, Toriel. So now the dialogue box at the bottom has Toriel's little sprite in it, and she says, Chris, is everything alright in there? Oops, I guess she got concerned that we flushed the toilet so many times. Let's move on. Next we have a little separator wall for where the shower is. There is a little, I guess like one of those half tub, half showers. There's a carpet, a little pink carpet on the floor where the shower is. The actual rest of the floor is tiles. Let's interact with the shower. On the shower ledge, there's a small container of full-scented shampoo. And a gallon-sized container of pet shampoo. Is that for Toriel? Because she's a goat mama. And at the very farthest part of this room, we have a window, which I cannot interact with. Alright, so let's exit this room. And now we enter the rest of the house. Okay, there is, to our right, a kitchen. There's a big, nice dining room table at the very bottom center. We have a stove, microwave, a sink, and a refrigerator, fridge. The fridge being on the left-hand side, then the sink up against the wall, then the stove, and then the microwave. Let's interact with the fridge. There's a photo on the fridge. It's of you, your mother, and your brother. Okay. So we got a brother, probably Outtro. Let's do this one. Yep, same interaction as a photo on the fridge. It's of you, your mother, and your brother. Great. To the sink. There is some white fur stuck in the drain. Ew. Clean your sink. We're going to the oven. There's some cinnamony batter caked on the stovetop. Yeah. I want some Let's Guide cinnamon pie. That is a, famous Toriel butterscotch cinnamon pie recipe. So I guess she's made something of the sort recently. And over to the microwave. Oh. We have it says cookie cutters for gingerbread monsters and and gingerbread humans. Oh, that's cute. And then right up against that there's like a little wall. I don't know what you call it when there's like a half like hexagon type shape. But on this one side of the wall, this little trash can. It's a trash can. Somehow, it's emitting a pleasant floral scent. Ooh, more mention of flowers. Alright. Can we interact with the dining room table? Nope. Okay. On that middle kind of part of the wall where it juts out a bit, we have a telephone. It's a landline phone, but you already have a cell phone. Oh, actually, wait. How do I access my menu item? Sure we'll figure out along the way. ZX. Right. It's the same interaction. Now, if we continue walking to the left, there is a little living room. Very cute. Interestingly enough, the outlines, the little pixelated outlines on all of these, I guess, like the TV and the couch and stuff blend in pretty well, but there's this one chair in this room, or this one couch, that the outline's a little bit darker, as if it's like, it got that kind of like main character looking sort of type thing. Alright, in this room we have, in the center of the room, a TV, kind of chunky old school TV, these little cute antennas above it. It looks like there is, on the bottom middle of the screen, a giant couch. On either side of the TV we have two smaller single couches, the one being that hero-looking couch. There are two sets of windows on either side of the TV. On the back wall, a cute little, I guess it's like a sewn kind of painting stitched, the heart in the middle, and then I'm assuming some sort of like container for umbrellas, possibly? Not quite sure. Let's interact with these. Alright, we got the first chair. It's Cheerio, the beloved living room chair. Okay, so this Cheerio is the chair that kind of has that like darker outline that the main characters have. Love Cheerio already. Okay, to the TV. It's the TV. Doesn't seem to even be plugged in anymore. Oh, that's odd. Alright, to the other chair. Oh, no interaction with this chair. That's odd. Okay, doesn't look like I can interact with anything else in here. Oh, never mind. It's a book of hymns, the little book on the bottom, right side next to that bigger couch. It's a book of hymns. Okay, now there's a door, which I'm assuming is going to lead outside the house, so let's go outside the house and meet Mom. Chris, there you are. We might still be able to make it. Toriel talking to Chris, looking back at Chris at the house. The house is very cute, it's very cottage-core-y. I'm going to try to describe it before we move on, just in case the text goes too far. So we're looking at, there's a cute little kind of cottage-core house, very pastel, very nice. There's little hearts on the doors and stuff. There's a patch of grass around the house with little yellow flowers on the outside and the garden bed. Surrounding the entire, like the border of the screen itself, like if you would have like a frame around the game screen, there's a bunch of, I'm assuming, like, trees, the kind of bushy yellow trees, maybe it's fall. There's a little driveway on the right-hand side, and then right in front of the house in the driveway is a red car, van, and Toriel standing next to the driver's side. Looking back up, there they are, and Chris is there, Toriel's there. The dialogue box actually is on the top this time, I guess, for us to be able to see the car, so let's continue. Chris, it is a beautiful day today, is it not? Alright, they're both getting in the car. I hope it stays this way when Azrael visits next week. Oh, but I wonder, after the excitement of university, so Azrael is our brother. Will he still enjoy coming home to this little town? They faded out to black and now fade to white. Oh, so they're in the car. We're passing by like Caddy and them. Oh, going through the town. There's Undyne. There's a library. We're driving through town. Alright, still driving. There's a singular parking spot that she parked into next to the school. I know it's school because it says school right on top of it. Aw, Toriel took Chris's hand and now they're walking to school together. And we're inside the school. Oh, she hugged Chris. It was very sweet. I'm like, bye-bye, Mama Goat. And we enter the classroom. It's Office. Alright. So, we haven't entered the classroom yet, but we're at school. I guess apparently it looks like Toriel walked off the other. She didn't leave the school. She walked off down the other hallway, so I'm assuming there's something else in that space. Our classroom, so we have Alphys, who's the smarty pants little yellow dinosaur monster. She is in the upper left corner of the classroom. The classroom is, I can't see the whole thing because the dialogue text at the bottom, but there's on the right side a brown door, and then next to that there's a clock, a giant chalkboard, and then in the middle upper part of the room, looks like we have Alphys' desk. There's a little, I think, vase of flowers. We got paper scrambled everywhere, keyboard, computer, and then we have a bunch of other characters. I spy a Temmie in one of the desks. But let's continue. So Alphys, in the dialogue box at the bottom with her little sprite says, so does everybody have a... And we interrupted. We entered the room. Oh, Chris, we thought you weren't coming today. She looks so surprised. And Chris is just standing in front of the door. We're doing group projects this month. So walk around and find a part, okay? Alphys is starting to sweat a little bit. Oh. This music's fun. Okay. Alright, so there are there are 9 desks only. It seems like 2 of them are empty. We have on the top right corner, which looks like Temmie. Let's give Temmie a chat. Quisp. Very sauce. Tem already have partner. It is Temmie. Oh. So Temmie just, upon exiting that dialogue, reached out, and placed an egg, or I think that's an egg, or a stone or something, a little round oval on the edge of Tem's table. Is that your partner, Temmie? I'm gonna try to interact with Temmie one more time. Tem partner with egg. Baby's egg. I'm gonna move on. Should we talk to Alphys first? I'm gonna go talk to Alfie because it's the only other character that I recognize right now. Oh no, there's Monster Kid. Okay, there's a few characters that I recognize in here. We'll go talk to Alphys. What am I watching on my phone? It's schoolwork, of course. Animated schoolwork and... Hey, Chris, have you chosen a partner yet? She's getting real sweaty now. Like, very sweaty. Alphys kind of reminds me of Lisa Simpson. Okay, I'm going to interact with the characters that I recognize first. So I see Temmie there. Right below Temmie in the middle row, but on the far right side, I believe that looks like Monster Kid. So let's talk to Monster Kid. Yo, Chris, show up earlier next time. It's Monster Kid. I ended up having to partner with Snowy. Haha. Oh, Snowy was one of the, monsters you could spare in Undertale. Okay. Now he keeps turning to me and saying, "Howdy, partner," like a cowboy. Oh boy. Let's interact one more time. Yo, Chris, you're lucky. I'd rather be partnerless than this. That's upsetting, Monster Kid. I'm so very sorry. Monster Kid ain't got no arms. Alright, and now we're gonna talk to Snowy, who is in the bottom layer on the right side. Partner? I hardly know her. That's an awful joke. My partner does this sort of joke all the time, and I love them, but also it's a bad joke. Wow. What do you think of that one? Funny, right? No? Well, I got news for you, pal. I already got a partner. Scram. I'm not gonna try and do voices for this, because we're trying to keep a more vibe, mellow tone, and doing voices in this kind of low, gravelly voice is gonna be very painful. So, I apologize ahead of time. Alright, let's go over to the middle row. Now, there's only one person in this middle row. He kind of looks like, so middle top. It's blue, mostly blue with a white top kind of character. Let's give him a chat. They're all facing away from me, by the way, so I can't actually see their faces. Sorry. So he turned around to look at me. It's a very smug, nerdy-looking bird. He's the only other character aside from Alphys that has a sprite in the dialogue box. He got like one of them shit-eating grins. Oh, Chris, late again, I see. You need a partner? Sorry, I'm already partners with the second smartest student. This guy, I already don't like this guy. Though, wait, Chris, now that I think about it, he's got like a shocked kind of face on. He's smiling now. Your unique skill set might help a lot on this assignment. I actually want to get an A. This is going to be very difficult for me to describe, but his sprite just like smushed down, like it just kind of like squished outwards horizontally, like he like italicized. It's very upsetting, but also very funny. And this guy, I can tell this guy already sucks. Moving on. I might be able to interact with him again. Ask elsewhere, Chris. I actually want to get an A. Oh god. He, italicized again. If you can't get anyone, maybe your mom will be your partner again. That's so very rude. You are a rude, burned man, boy, child. Okay. Let's go over to the very far left side of the room. I think that looks like, I do recognize the face. So, at the very bottom of the left side, there's a character that looks like a snake. I recognize him or them from Undertale, but I don't remember what the name was. Let's go talk to this character at the bottom right first. You know Jockington and Caddy are always partners. Jockington, okay, and the person above him is Caddy. He's Jockington. I can't tell if he's like a snake with like an alligator-y kind of looking face or an alligator without limbs. He's got like shades on and was wearing his cap like sideways because that's, he's cool or something. We're the ultimate academic duo ever since our first gym class. It was hula hoop day, and they ran out of hoops for us. Go on, Jockington. So she used me instead. That's our origin story. Thank you, Jockington. What a lovely, lovely origin story. Alright, I'm gonna try to click on you one more time as well. We seem different, but me and Caddy have a ton in common. We both like breathing and unhinging our jaws. That's, concerning. Wait, hold up. How does Caddy unhinge? Never mind, I'm not even gonna ask. Moving on, let's talk to Caddy. Caddy's also got a little spray, it's so cute. I do like Caddy. Just kind of cute little emo cat character. Right. Click, click, tap, tap. Taken. Oh, that was cool. She was looking down at first, and then when she said taken, her eyes looked up at us in her spray. That's kind of a neat little detail I appreciate. Click, 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 tap. Her dialogue's the same. Alright. Last but not least, there's this cute little, like, deer-looking character. Hey, Chris, what's up? Did you lose your pencil again? She also has a sprite. Very, very cute-looking character. Definitely some sort of, like, deer reindeer. She's got antlers and everything. Let me describe her as well. She's got, like, blonde hair, brown, I guess, fur, and then she's wearing, like, a sweater that looks kind of Christmassy. Here, you want the candy cane one or the one with lights on it? She's smiling now. Huh? You want to be partners? Sorry. Beardsley already asked me. But I could ask Alpheus if we could make a group of 3. I'll ask if you're sure. Okay, now we have an option again. So we can either choose not yet or yes, ask. Let's think. I think I talked to everybody at least once, not twice. Yeah, actually, I'm gonna go around and double check to make sure there's no other dialogue options before we commit to this. Yeah, I'm sure there's someone else you can ask. Okay, let's see if we got any more dialogue out of Caddy. Caddy's dialogue is the same. How about you, Jockington? Jockington's dialogue is also the same. Okay, let's see. Does Alpheus change? Oh. She's talking to herself. Don't worry, Mew Mew. You'll always be my partner. Classic anime nerd. However, do I dare talk to this bird guy one more time? I think. The one character said his name was Birdley. Nope. Same dialogue. Even his voice is irritating. Let's see if Tammy has anything. Oh, it's a black and white hard-boiled egg. sadly, it seems like it already has a partner. Can't even be partners with an egg. Very, very sad day. Monster Kid? Yep, same dialogue as before as well. And Snowy. Oh, that's right, Chris. I got the good partner. And we're going to be laughing all the way to the bank. Because I need money, and I'm also very funny. Okay, I think now I've talked to everybody. Well, I just clicked on the door to see if I could leave, and Alphys looks a little concerned. She says, Chris, the hope is that you choose someone in the class. Okay. I'm gonna go back to our sweet little dear friend here. Do you want to be partners? She says. I'm gonna say yes. Okay, I'll ask. Miss Alphys, is it okay if we have a group of 3? And you really have to just interject. Hey, what? No, I do not approve of this. Abort. Our other friend is, she looks a little, flustered. What? But Chris doesn't have a... And now Alphys chimes in. Noelle, what were you saying? Beardly, no. Screw you, buddy. Beardly again interrupts with this little smirk smile smug on his bright, saying, she was just saying we're fine being alone. You suck, Beardly. Oh no. The dear girl's dialogue, the actual, the text change is no longer the classic bold. It's shrunken down and kind of janky. She says, actually, I just wanted to know if, as if she's now talking quieter. And now Alphys with little sweats all over again, saying, Noelle, can you please speak up? Oh, the door opened. A new character. This is the other character that I've seen a lot of artwork and stuff of. Been trying to avoid spoilers again, but yeah, barges into the room. Bold new character. We have mostly purple, dark hair, completely very shaggy, hair over the eyes, longer hair, and purpley colored kind of jacket that's open with ripped jeans. Standing in the doorway, and Alphys says, hi, Susie. Oh, I think she has the same kind of smaller, thinner, weaker looking text as well now. Okay, this character Susie takes a couple steps into the room, and we have her or there or his, not sure yet, bright avatar. ... They haven't said anything yet. Am I late? Can't see their eyes. There's not really expression on them. Their avatars, kind of the hair, again, covering over the eyes, long hair. It's kind of a long, smooth-looking muzzle. Some freckles. Alphys, again, kind of sweating really profusely. Oh, no, you're fine. We were just, choosing partners for the next group project, and, Susie, you're with Chris. Oh boy. ... Susie doesn't have a response. Great. Dang, Susie does not seem like much of a talker. But hey, at least we got a partner, right? Alphys looks at us. The sprite that Alphys is making is very nervous. Now that everyone's here, I'll write the assignment. Wait, What do you mean you'll write the assignment? Shouldn't you have already had the assignment written? Alphys, what are you doing, hon? Oh, Alphys is looking around at her desk. Has anyone seen the chalk? This is the third time it's gone missing, and you all know I can't start class without some. Oh no, Alphys. The class stays silent, no one's doing nothing. How about this? If no one speaks up, everyone gets in trouble. That seems pretty fair. She looks around. No one is doing nothing. Anyone? Please? Oh, poor Alphys. Poor Alphys. And our other friend here, our nice little friend in the class, the dear, says, hey, there might be a box in the supply closet. Miss Alphys, why don't Susie and I... Alright, and now Alphys says, good idea, Noelle. Noelle! Alright, her name is Noelle. Okay, I will remember that. Susie, since you came in last, why don't you go get it for me? Susie just, again, kind of not saying a whole lot, looking down, can't see her expression. Whatever. Susie. She slams the door and leaves. Alphys once again, and Chris, can you go with her and make sure she, actually gets it and, stays out of trouble? Thanks, Chris. See you later. So, upon this interaction, I'm getting, Susie slamming open the door, slamming the door closed, Alphys asking us to make sure Susie doesn't get any trouble. Susie might be a bit of a troublemaker type of sorts, possibly. Oh, alright, and now we're in control again. Alright, I guess we follow... Before we follow Susie, Alphys is no longer blocking these papers in the wall, so I'm going to interact with those. Looks like motivational quotes from various literatures. Try your best, Astral Wolf. Even in your darkest hour. Are these referring to, old internet memes? Like the Courage Wolf and stuff? Oh, my goodness. That one seems to be from a video game. Ooh. Alright, anything else we can interact with before we head out? Computer's wallpaper is a rotating slideshow of nature images. And, rarely, an image of two buff superheroes embracing, blushing. Good old Alphys. Gotta love her. Alright, let's head out of the classroom. Oh, and now in the hallway, there's Susie. What she pulled from... she pulled out the chalk from her pocket and ate it. Now she's walking towards us. Oops, she noticed us. Uh-oh. So, her sprite is now smiling, but I still can't see her eyes. Susie says, Chris, didn't see you there. She turns around looking away from us. Hey, you didn't see anything just now, did you? No, she's looking down the hallway away from us completely. You can't even say. Oh, she's turning back towards us. Chris. Oh, she's walking towards us. And we're backing up. There's lockers behind us. She's right in front of us now. We're like, the sprites are like touching. She's still smiling. Kind of creepy. Says, hey. She put her hand on her shoulder. me tell you a secret. Susie just picked us up and slammed us against the lockers. Chris's character, completely kind of hunched over, we just ragdoll, our hair's down, our arms are down, we're up off the ground. Susie says, quiet people piss me off. And her smile now, we can see her teeth. She's kind of got this little sinister kind of look on her. Ooh. The music changed. This is good. You think just because you don't say anything, she's not smiling anymore. Now she's smiling again. I can't tell exactly what you're thinking. It's over. I caught Susie eating all the chalk. Why are you eating chalk, Susie? This was her last chance. Now she'll finally be expelled. Haha. Come on, Chris. Don't act shocked. You know it's true. Everyone's waiting for it. Everyone wants it. She's got that kind of sinister teeth grin again. Still holding us up against the lockers. So, congrats, Chris. You got me. I'm done for. ... Just let me say one little thing. Seems like a waste to just get expelled for just having a snack. So, Chris, if I know you're gonna pull the trigger, why don't I just get expelled for some real carnage? Susie, I don't like what you're saying, Susie. Chris, how do you feel? Okay. As the music stopped, her avatar, we see it smile, in the game, and then her little face avatar, turned really spooky looking. The bangs that covered her eyes now was just a white kind of glowing eye that we see underneath the bangs, and then that kind of crooked smile turned into sharp monstrous teeth. It's a really spooky looking face. She says, how about losing your face? She's opening her mouth and bringing us closer. She paused and she put us down. Nah. What was that? What on earth was... What is she? What is Susie? Now she's walking away from us. Chris, you've got a good mother. It'd be a shame to make her bury her child. You were gonna kill Chris? That's crazy. This is a lot darker than I thought it was gonna get right away. Alright. Let's get this over with. We'll get more chalk, mosey back to class, and then, Chris, you'll do our project. How's that sound? Good. What the... Okay, so we had another prompt here where we could have responded good or bad. But it changed over to her next bit of dialogue without being able to click on it at all. Now Susie says, don't bother answering. If you haven't gotten it by now, your choices don't matter. What? Susie! I'm just gonna take a moment to take another sip of coffee after that. Your choices don't matter. That seems to be a little bit of a theme going on here with Deltarune, considering in the very beginning we were able to, think we made a character, but then have it just completely not matter. And I think the dialogue was something along the lines of, well, in this world you don't get to choose who you are. So Susie repeating that, really bringing this full circle. Alright, let's see where this goes. She walks away. Let's go, freak. Dang. Susie. Okay, so she's wandered off now. We've stood up. I'm gonna try to interact with some of these things in the hallway. There's the 3 lockers that we were just shoved up against. On the back wall, there's the door to the classroom, and beside that, on the right side, there's more lockers. The very far end of the lockers having some sort of stickers on them. So let me interact with lockers. Can't interact with the lockers because slammed on. No comment. Alright, no comment. The door. You look through the frosted window. A blurry yellow object is teaching a bunch of blurry, bored-looking objects. Poor Alpha. Okay, let's see if we can maybe interact with these lockers. Go with the first locker. The locker is locked. Sure is locked. When I have to click on it again, the locker's lock is locked. The next locker. The locker's locker is locked. Next locker. The locker's locker is locked. Okay, do I dare go to the next locker? The locker is covered in Chalkington memorabilia. That's what that is. This must be Chalkington's locker. The locker is locked. Okay, so it just repeats now. The locker is locked. Thanks, Toby. You Alright, to the left of those is like a bulletin board looking kind of type thing. I'm gonna read the bulletin board. Are you ready for the Sadie Hawkman's dance? At this dance, all the chaperones wear giant hawk heads. Okay. And screech at any students making contact while dancing. You know what? That'll do it. That'll probably discourage them kids from making contact while dancing. I love that and I hate that at the same time. Is there anything else on here? Nope. Same dialogue. Hawk head screeching at students while dancing. Okay. Susie stands now in the middle of the bridge part of the hallway. So we are on the left side. Let's see. Oh, she walked upwards. I'm gonna continue walking to the right. There's a water fountain here on this hallway. You drank from the water fountain. Susie, people put their mouth on that, you know. Thanks, Susie. Really appreciate your dialogue here. Chris? What, realized the baby classroom was a better fit for you? Hey, actually, I should come with you. Maybe I'll find a better partner in there. Wow, that's rude. That's rude. No, actually, let's not. Dang, Susie's a bit of a bully. Okay, so it doesn't look like it's gonna let us move any further into the right hallway. Let's see if we can go downwards in the hallway. Chris, you just gonna skip school? What? Am I supposed to snitch on you? That'd be rich, huh? here. A lot of bravado coming from you, Susie, saying you're gonna do things and then not doing them. I don't know. Okay, let's go follow Susie. God, can you walk any slower or what? Nah, I get it. Not used to walking around without someone holding your hand. Come on, freak. Damn. Okay, we fade to black and we walk up towards the rest of the hallway. There is, in the center, so we walked up. There's this double door on the far back wall in the center. Looks like we can go left or right, but we've walked up to the closet. As Susie says, well, here's the closet. Too bad. We were just starting to have fun. We were starting to have fun, Susie. I think that you are just a big old meanie. And, I don't really appreciate that. Oh, cool. So the door just opened. Suddenly, and very ominously, the music you're hearing right now, at that same time with that audio cue, the hallway, the tone shifted. It's darker now. Looking into the closet, it's pitch black, and there's kind of like this pulsing shadow that's spreading up and down the hallway, kind of like how the vessel from earlier on was pulsing. Yeah, the whole tone shifted. It's Susie in the sprite box. Susie's face now. I can see her eye. Okay, so she has a little bit of a worried face on, a little sweat drip, looking at us kind of concerned. Where's all that macho bravado now, Susie? She goes, ... Hey, Chris, is it me, or is it really dark in there? She's got like the kind of like little like trying to like feign that she's not scared smile going on. What's the holdup, Chris? Are you gonna go in or what? What do you mean, are you gonna go in or what? We came here together. We gotta go in together. Are you afraid of the dark, Susie? We step back. So our characters might step back when Susie asked that. And now she looks real frustrated and kind of pissed off and says, fine. If you're gonna be a wimp, then she turns to look at the closet. We'll both go in at the same time. See? Why are you so scared? I think you're the scared one, Susie. Alright, let's see. We've entered the closet, and now our view has changed. We're in a side-scrollery type looking view now instead of like the more top-down viewpoint. It's mostly black. Where the door is just kind of a white box. And we can see a little bit in front of us. Susie's in front of us. We're behind Susie. There seems to be a bunch of paper on the ground. It kind of looks like it's not cobblestone, obviously, but it has that kind of sort of look to it, but it's definitely paper on the ground. Next. There's nothing in here but old papers. Okay, so we were correct in assuming it was all paper. Let's try to find a light switch. Sure. Now Susie's sprite moves forward without us. Oh, we can walk again. So I'm gonna walk up to Susie. Okay, the paper trail ends and now it's just becoming black void. That's weird. I can't find a switch. Guess it's further in. Right, when Susie walks off without us, we're gonna walk so we can find Susie. There's Susie. She turns to us, dot, dot, dot. Oh, kind of big for a closet, huh? Yeah, just a little bit. And really dark, like pitch black. You'd think we'd have reached the end by now. Oh, shoot. Walks off on us again. Alright, let's go find her. Not much to find here. I just keep moving to the right because it's side-scrollery at the moment. Right, Susie says dot dot dot. Hey, Chris. I think this closet's broken. There aren't any walls. Oh. She pauses again. Well, we've worked hard enough. If Alphys wants chalk so bad, she can get it herself. Let's split. And we start to head back towards the door together. The door shut. Susie says, she looks a little panicked in her sprite. What the? She runs up to where the door was. Hey, this isn't funny. Let us out. Let us. The papers are starting to shake underneath us. The papers underneath us are shaking. She backs up into me. The floor, the papers are falling down. Oh, and so are we. So that little sound was us falling. A really cute little sprite. Much more detailed sprite of us kind of like more top-down perspective falling. And here we are. Yeah, hard to describe. The pew sound was like a completely different perspective, looking down on us, much more detailed sprites. Susie reaching her hand up as the sprites falling, getting smaller, smaller, smaller. Susie is no longer here with me. But we look different as well. Our character now, instead of having that kind of yellow skin, brown hair, our sweaters gone. We're mostly blue now, like dark blue hair. Ooh, cyan color skin, so maybe we had a little bit of effect in the beginning. And then a little red scarf and it looks like armor. The rest of the world, though, however, is again on a black background. We have a mostly square platform in the middle with a branch to the right leading out. It's mostly gray on top of them. On the bottom side looks like some sort of maybe cliffside type thing happening. Very, very interesting. So, yeah, I think I'm going to end that here. Welcome to Deltarune. Thank you again so much for joining me. I hope, if anything, that this rambling on of a crazy random happenstance could help put you to sleep, or at least help you relax and get more comfortable and cozy so you can start sleeping on your own time. This was a lot of fun. I'm genuinely very excited to continue playing this for you. And it's hard to explain the fact that I'm not going to be putting video to this, trying to describe what everything looks like. Let me know in the comments section of wherever this podcast may be, any tips or things you think that I could help explain better. If there's things that you would like me to say, or things you'd like me to explore in the Deltarune world. easy it is to understand that I'm speaking clearly. And if you're having a good time following along, or if you're having difficulty following along, again, this is a zero stress, no completionist cast type styled gameplay, play through Deltarune. We're just gonna casually make our way through this. I'm gonna ramble on. Hopefully my voice will lull you to sleep. And maybe, just maybe, we'll have a little adventure together if you stay awake through the whole thing. I really do hope that this at least was able to put you in maybe a better state of mind to fall asleep. I know this wasn't a very long gameplay and that we didn't get too far, but I promise that the next session of the Sleepy Let's Play podcast will be even longer and we'll get more done. Once again, I really do appreciate you joining. For those of you that are still here with me and still awake, you have a wonderful rest of the night.